this drive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Chiefs at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A stop made defensively by Mike Edwards. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. And the defense closes quickly there. We'll get maybe a yard into the 33. When you talk about this Chiefs defense, they enter play run from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the...
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Cook able to escape. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down the 16-yard line. So this is something we didn't see a lot from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but getting the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well. Protected.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now here's Mahomes. Tony, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and sending him back on the scene.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
James now to return. Breaks a tackle. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, my goodness. He was in his own zip code, but somehow could not look it in. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now it's Mahomes again. This ball deep for Tony. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. Sheds off the tackle. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
at their own 35-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Okay, no surprise to you. I'm looking at this from a defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Richie James from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Footing always a concern, but the extra points up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a play yet. Flying to the football. We're talking there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert now. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Chargers.
Allen, the man in motion right. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He gets this out to Spiller. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll try the left side with Spiller. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. And they'll accept that penalty.
This is like watching tape. Are you guys doing?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. Pushes him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run here with Spiller. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, here's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at 27. The Chargers are so close to halftime. They return the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in close territory as well.
They were pushing real hard to try to get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL.
Man, have to lock in, gang. I have to beat his ass, gang. You know what I'm saying? Sunlight. I gotta lock in, though. He ain't no duck, though. He can't fuck with me, though. He can't fuck with a baby picture of me. You know what I'm saying? He talking about what happened. What happened to your playbook?
things set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
They gave you the wrong playbook.
Here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Damn, gang.
The Charger drive about to get going. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. When I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now it's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to the 35-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys. Let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become three. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Patrick going to change the play. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. James has got it, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a run with Pacheco. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 57, 15. 15. You've been here before.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Flushed out right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From his own end zone, Herbert.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, he had him in the wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Herbert just beat the play clock. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Here's James returning.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That'll be caught by James.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2.
They go play fake. Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Mahomes. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Richie James with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Thank you, Brody. Thank you, my guy. I just got, you feel me, bro? I just got locked back in, Shai. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Hey, it's crazy because how you miss a field goal, bro? Like, that's crazy, bro.
No good.
Your son love you.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps.
What's up, guys?
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Oh.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, With his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this
Nah, but
game.
one thing though, game break, I respect you, bro, cause you be punting that shit. A lot of niggas don't want to punt that shit, bro. No cap. Motherfuckers don't be punting shit.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down.
I mean, I can give you an H2H if you want, guys.
Good. What's your approach on this drive?
I can give you an H2H if you want.
Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like
A head-to-head. I can give you a head-to-head if you want, right after this. You feel me?
Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down.
Yeah, I'll give you a head-to-head after this.
Keep advancing the ball down the field.
Valdez-Scantling in motion right. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'll give you H2H. What you running with when we go H2H?
A gain of 8.
Who you be?
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Valdez-Scantling in motion right. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Now a give. This is McKinnon. Well, he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. On 1st down, McKinnon again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. 2nd down and 4. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Valdez-Scantling in motion right. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Fights him off. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, a mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 30-yard line.
Valdez-Scantling in motion right. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone.
I know, Cheatham. I know, gang.
Lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure.
Oh my God, bro. Fuck.
Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the ball. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And he is going to be
Yeah, I feel you, Cheatham, gang. That's why I'm like, fuck, man.
Down is a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef.
Under a heavy rush.
Let's fucking go. Turn me up. Let's go. Let's go. We give him no time, gang. No time whatsoever. No time.
Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert.
Let me get that. Thank you. Let me get that. Thank you. Skizzer. Skizzer. Turn up. Turn up. My nigga Cheatham. You know I fuck with my fold member, man. Big fold shit. Let me put it like that. How about that? Maybe you didn't like it? Fuck him.
just got him the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't think so.
Break them loose! Give me a fucking running back. What running back is this? The fuck? I'm out of running back or some shit? This shit crazy, gang.
Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains.
Am I the running back? Like,
Make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome.
thank you for the donation.
They've got a third down now.
Oh, nigga
One
cheated.
more first down to help salt this one away.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Mahomes.
Hey, you missed that? Oh my god, bro. That's crazy, bro.
They told us we've got
Wide open. You see that shit?
able to convert, and I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
35 yards that time.
GG, game breaker.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Here's first down. Now Herbert.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline.